I remember the first time I set foot deep in the Brazilian rainforest. The air was thick with the scent of wet earth, and somewhere between the rustle of the leaves and the call of distant birds, I felt it, the presence of old stories, older than the rivers themselves. Here in Brazil, folklore isn't just told, it's alive. The first to greet me was Saci-Pererê, a one-legged trickster with a red cap and a whirlwind for an entrance. They say if you're caught in a sudden dust devil, it's Saci playing with you, hiding your belongings, tying knots in your horse's mane, or just laughing as you spin around confused. He's mischief itself, and yet, somehow you can't help but smile. But not all guardians are playful. In the shadows of the forest lives the Curupira, the protector of nature. His fiery hair burns in the sunlight, and his feet, they're backwards. Hunters who chase him end up walking in circles, lost in the woods. He doesn't harm without reason, but if you take more than you need, you'll feel his wrath. The rivers here hold their own secrets. Once I heard singing, soft, sweet, almost too beautiful to be real. That's when I saw her, Iara, the river mermaid, hair like black silk flowing in the water. She smiled and I felt the world around me fade away, until the splash broke the spell. They say those who follow her song are never seen again. And then there's the Boto Cor-de-Rosa, the pink river dolphin. By day, a gentle creature gliding beneath the Amazon waters. But at night, he transforms into a handsome man dressed in white, dancing at village festivals, stealing hearts, and sometimes leaving behind children who never know their father's name. Despite the playful and even funny aspect of the legend, it's now understood that this hides a rather sad reality: impunity, poverty, and a deeply ingrained culture of male dominance. If you ever see a snake made of fire weaving through the grass at night, don't run. It's Boitatá, the fiery serpent. She hunts those who set fire to the land, swallowing the flames to protect the forest. Her burning eyes see through lies and her light. It's both terrifying and beautiful. In the deepest untouched parts of the Amazon, there are whispers of the Mapinguari, a giant beast with one eye, thick fur, and a mouth on its belly. Some say it's a cursed shaman, others say it's the last of an ancient race. If you smell rotting flesh and hear heavy footsteps, pray it's just the wind. Also, they have the story Cuca, a well-known figure from Brazilian folklore, is a witch-like character who is often depicted as an alligator, largely due to the influence of Monteiro Lobato's Sítio do Pica-Pau Amarelo. But according to the original stories, she's an old woman, a kind of witch with a frightening appearance and a child-devouring nature, a characteristic that directly associates her with the boogeyman, another popular figure. Brazilian folklore is a living thing, part indigenous wisdom, part African spirit, part Portuguese storytelling, woven together into something unique, forming a grand pantheon of creatures, some frightening, others fun and captivating, but all rich in meaning and history. Every region of Brazil has its own versions of these stories, particularly in rural areas. Some stories are recognized nationwide and, rather than merely remaining within people's imaginations, especially children's, these tales gather strength from the accounts of individuals who firmly assert having experienced extraordinary and supernatural events.